Hello everyone, Botan here with Straight Boost Performance. I have two Datsun Overflow tanks that we make, and I wanted to show you what they look like and go over some details about how they function. Let's get into it. All right, here we have the two different versions. We offer these tanks with a billet raw aluminum cap and a billet raw aluminum black anodized cap. And these two tanks are different. Let me show you what the differences are and what the functionality is. All right, here I have one of the tanks. We designed this tank to fit in between the ribs of the Mishimoto Champion Radiator. This allows you to save space in your engine bay. They mount using 2 points. These mount to your fan shroud bracket locations. And this tank measures 2 by 2 inches here. This is a version 1 tank. It has 2 ports on the bottom, meant to be mounted on the left-hand side. We can also sell it to be mounted on the right-hand side if this is what you choose. Please include a little note for us that you want the right-hand side version. We can make that as well. That's not a problem. So the way this tank functions is it has 2 ports on the bottom. One port is the overflow, the tank overflow. The second port is the connection to your radiator cap nipple for the radiator discharge. So the way the overflow functions is if the fluid level gets too high, above maximum, the fluid will start to flow through the, let me see if I can show you, flow through the overflow tube, which is right there at the top. And then you will have fluid coming out from the second port here. Usually you can tell because it protrudes just a little bit more, as you can see right there. We recommend routing this port to a safe location under your vehicle, preferably all the way in the back behind the tires. If that's not possible, try to route it somewhere in the middle. So like under your oil pan or somewhere in the middle of the car, so the coolant does not come in contact with your tires if it does overflow. The way you can tell which port it is by looking through the holes. The one that you can see light through easier, you can see it's this one right here. This is the port that goes to your radiator cap nipple. We do offer them with the fittings. Let me move on to the other version tank. This is our version 3. If you're wondering what version 2 tank is, it's just the same thing as a version 1, but it does have the Vibrant Performance billet cap. That's the only difference. This is the version 3. Same thing, mounts to your radiator fan shroud locations. However, this tank can be mounted either on the left side or on the right side of your radiator. And it does not have an overflow port. It only has one port on the bottom that connects to the nipple at your radiator cap. And it comes with a vented cap to relieve pressure so that it doesn't pressurize. Has a little vent hole here at the side. It goes right through there. And this one also mounts in the radiator rib area for clearing up space in your engine bay. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just feel free to message us or give us a call. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions. All right, thank you. Have a great day.